Now, the last one is a kind of a culmination of all of these ideas, but I'm going to take a second here because this is also the most complicated one. And when I first looked at this, I considered a lot of different options. I considered maybe I should play the move Rook D1, maybe I should figure a way to activate my pieces. However, if we just pay attention to the other rules that I said about the isolated pawns and the doubled pawns, we will notice that we can actually force poor pawn structure, which is the last idea. We want to force poor pawn structure in this position. How do we do that? Because their pawns are very, very well, placed. They're in a good spot. They have no weaknesses. So how can we do that? Because if we play here, that's not the correct move. I mean, notice I'll play it, so it says it's incorrect because they can play here, blockading our position. So what is the correct move in this position? Before I give you guys the answer, I want you to pause this video and try to solve it. Try to understand what are the weaknesses that they have in their position. How can we force poor pawn structure? Well, the move you want to play here is you actually want to push this pawn here, playing the move e5. Now, what does e5 accomplish? Well, you're attacking the rook, but you're also attacking this pawn. And if they were to move the rook, you could simply take this pawn. So, obviously, they're going to go ahead and take first. Now, it looks like just a sacrifice that we've made here. But what has the sacrifice accomplished? Well, first of all, it's created doubled pawns, which, as we've said, is a very big weakness. But more importantly, it's also created an isolated pawn here and an isolated pawn here, which are now targets. So you can now bring your knight in here. I'll go ahead and go back a second. Your knight is now perfectly placed to take this pawn. They cannot defend this pawn, and you're tempoing their rook. So after their rook moves, you will take this pawn, and you'll also be attacking both of these, but more importantly, also creating the potential for your pawns to push up the board. Now,